your name, which is?
Steve.
Steven. Okay. So Steven, let's start the discussion. Steven, I know that you sell life insurance policies. I know nothing about it, okay? It's not my business, it's yours.
Yeah.
What can you do for me?
Yes. Can I talk?
Of course, you can start. What can you do for me?
Okay. How are you, Mr. N?
I'm fine, how are you?
Very fine. As I called you yesterday, we have a new product of life insurance. It's for the education care policy.
Yes.
So,
Go on. You see, slides don't work. Have you noticed that? We can talk about slides until tomorrow, but you have to be here. Because what counts is what you remember under fire. It's not what you know in a book. Isn't it? Go on.
So we saw that life policy of education care policy, plan for education for our child. So
I'll give you 1 minute. Let me. Be nice. I'll give you 1 minute, and you don't have to sell to me. You have to sell to them. In the sense that as you sell to me, they will be your judges. You know why they are your judges? Because they don't have courage. Judges are always on the other side of the fence. To be judged, you have to be here. Okay, let's go. Go on.
yeah, I sell the life policy, education care policy. That's policy that can help you to fulfill the dreams of to plan for your financial freedom, for success of for your betterment of plan of education of your children.
Okay, speak Israeli. You do it Israeli, isn't it? Okay, do Israeli. I will try to understand. Come on. Come on. Do it Israeli.
Nauza bima za maisha, bima ya elimu, malengo ya elimu ya mtoto. Sasa wewe Mr. Enzo, unahitaji bima ya elimu katika kukamilisha malengo ya elimu ya mtoto wako endapo riski imetokea au haijatokea. Kwa hiyo tunakupa fursa ya kuinvest na pia kukupa life protection ya up to 50 million. Then tunakupa assurance endapo lolote linatokea.
Lakini sina pesa na sasa hivi. Sina pesa sana. What do you say? What is the problem here? Would you buy insurance from this man? No. But for sure you cannot buy from yourself because you are not sold, isn't it? Okay, this man has already won. Has already won the battle of sale because he came here. Remember this. The man who will sell is the man or the woman who tries. Okay? Those who stay seated there, they will learn nothing. Okay? But since you are the judges who didn't come here, you can have this power, the power of saying no. And you're right, you won't sell by saying this. Why he does not have the power to sell? Why? What is the problem with the way he's trying to sell? Why he's not selling? Remember, every time we speak, we have to share a story. If we don't share a story, everything we say becomes meaningless, isn't it? Yeah. Let me give an example. Say, let me your name again. Stephen. Stephen. So let's say you're the boss, isn't it? And I say life insurance. Okay, this is your big boss. Okay, and I'm here. Okay. Let's say I meet you in Variable. What is your area? Variable? Which one? Which area? Bagala. Wow. You know, I was with a lab in Bagala 2 years ago selling on the road. Remember? We were selling door by door. Okay. So let's say there's a busy road, I enter into the building, okay. Have you noticed that usually when it's very hot, you are always sweating so much? And sometimes you look so much undressed. so much kind of like dressed not properly, not in the right way, because you're sweating and your shirt is all over the place. Have you noticed that? From now on, I want you to be comfortable when you go to your meetings. Don't just dress to be smart. Dress also to go to the meeting in the same way you come out of the toilet. Because if you dress too much and you are too smart, you might go to the meeting with the right suit, but you look like you've just come from the desert. Okay. Steven, let me thank you for having me. Basically, Steven, as I told you on the phone, I serve managers like yourself. Just last week, I met two of my clients. Are you allowed to speak about the names of the people who sign policies with you? No. No. Are you allowed to say that you sign managers like yourself every week? Sometimes they work for big companies with 2,000 employees. Sometimes they work for companies like yours with 5, 10 employees. Just last Wednesday, I was with a client of mine. Can you just mention the name, John?
Yes.
Yes. And John signed a life policy. He has 2 kids, okay? One is in a primary school, the other one is in high school. And he told me that it's important for him to take care of his family. This year, I have met people like John, around 97 of them. And they always tell me the same thing, that they work very hard for their family. And somehow they are worried if something happens, okay? They have to have an option plan for their family, because in the end, that's why they built their family. Does it make any sense?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a better way to actually sell something, isn't it? Can we have a discussion starting from a story, isn't it? Or even my way doesn't work. What happens is this: the more complex the service you sell, remember this, the more your script has to be prepared. Are you with me? It's almost impossible for this gentleman to come here and try to sell something if he has not prepared a story to share, if he has not studied the client, if he has not studied the story that he has to share in relation to the client. It's basically impossible. Are we together on this? So, thank you so much. Let me ask you something, Stephen. How did you feel here?
I feel comfortable.
You feel comfortable? Okay. As you are saying it, you're basically touching. You see this in body language, okay? When you're putting your hand here, you're protecting yourself. Because you're protecting a very sensitive area of your body, isn't it? That's why you cannot ask questions and expect the other person to tell you the truth. Are we together on this? So you look at the body, you know it's not comfortable, isn't it? Because the body language tells you that. That's why asking questions many times does not give you the right answer, because the person won't give you the truth. Isn't it? You sell better than this, isn't it? You sell better than this one-on-one. But here is different, isn't it? Why? Because they are watching you. Is that correct? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so, who wants to try? We're going to have exercise all the time. I need a professional salesperson. Can you imagine? The graduates are actually raising their hands, isn't it? As a professional salespeople. Yeah, you're a professional salesperson. Okay, yeah. Excuse you. Professional salesperson. Wait here, my brother. Please. Okay. So what are you selling? Transformational training programs. Okay, go on. Go on.
Hi, Enzo. My name is Nils.
Hello, there's Derek. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yes.
Yes, Enzo, I've been following up your company for the last 1 year, and I've seen that you've grown significantly, and you've just made to the top 100 mid-sized company. And I know with that pace, you're going to continue to grow. So I'm here to sell you the program that can help for you to keep your employees, to make them develop, but also to be able to retain them.
Okay, what can you do for us? There's Derek.
Yes, so what we want to do is not to tell your employees what they need to do for you to grow, but to empower them to develop. So we've created a selling program that can help them to really know how to go out there and sell your products.
Okay, tell me about the program.
So what we'll do is we have it's like a bootcamp. So we have a one-day training that we come and talk to your employees. It's a practical training, it's activity-based, and it's a training that they'll get experience from other sales leaders in the market. How they sell, not how they should sell.
Now, let me tell you this. How many people will say the same stuff to me if they were selling the same service? Huh? Millions. You are just selling your opinions. Are we together on this? I want you to understand this. If you are not, I don't know if I'm clear. You see, we can go through the slides of training. Also, there is something about their studying. What is the body language telling you about their studying? Their studying is arrogant. He has a way to put his body leaning back as if he's the boss. He's not the boss. He's the You see what I'm trying to say? You're coming to my office and you're laying back like that. You don't understand. You just lost the contract. Sometimes overconfidence kills you, isn't it? This is why many people after a certain age can no longer sell, because they kind of like fall into the trap of thinking they have become someone, and therefore they're no longer usable for sales. That's why some of the best salespeople in your company are actually young people, because they still have that humility, that hunger. The moment they reach the top, they think they become someone and they become useless. Have you noticed that? You don't understand. For me, clapping doesn't work. Because my clapping does not come from you. I told you, it comes from God. I don't care if you like me. Remember. And I don't care if I offend they'll say it, because I'm in the business of building him. I'm not in the business of pleasing him. Isn't it? So, what happens is this. When you speak to a manager, first of all, your body has to move forward. Because I'm not serving you, you are serving me, my brother. Isn't it? And you are invading my space, which basically tells me you're arrogant. Let me show you. Stay there. That's what you're doing. You're sitting like this, isn't it? And with these hands, you're poking my space. You're invading my space, and you're banging against my desk with your watch. Isn't it? And you are not careful about how you are moving around it, because what is the mistake Deus David is making right now? Deus David did not come here to learn how to sell. He thought he knew how to sell, but he doesn't. He came here to prove you that he was special, and that's why he was a nobody. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But if he came here with humility, he would have learned. Are we together on this? I'm not for everyone. When you come here, you have to leave behind the baggage of pride. Do you see what I'm trying to say? If you come here to prove that you're a great salesman, you will come back with less confidence you came with. Are we together on this? Here, we only need humble people. Oh, I will humble you. That's how it works. But if you humble yourself, you'll be exalted like the young ladies at the beginning. Isn't it? But if you come arrogant, you'll be humble. You know, I like very much that we are in a church, so that this thing resonates against this wall. Okay? So, have a seat again. Now, try to do it in a humble way. I am Magufuli. How would you speak to me? Would you speak to the most important person in your country with a stable body position? I want you to understand this. You need to speak to me, the client, the way you would speak to a person who has power over your life, because that person has. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That person is not more important than you, okay? But you need to understand that person is special. So stop putting tons of people and saying, this is a client worth 50, this is a client worth 100. They are all important because they are people. Are we? Okay, so let's do it all over again. Go on.
Hi, Enzo. My name is Enzo.
It's better, isn't it now? That's even better now. Okay, go on.
Yes, like how I've seen your company growing for the last 1 year, and you've just made to the top 100 mid-sized company. And I know with that growth that you're growing with, you have employees and going to increase the number of employees. So I'm here just to give you a solution on how you can retain your employees and how you can train them to perform better.
Which companies have you transformed?
So we've worked with CRDB, we've worked with FNB.
Let's invent another name, otherwise, because let's invent another name. Which name would you say?
So we've just completed a training program with MNS Group.
Yes.
We've also worked with a company called Socotel. We've just finished it. When I finished the program, that's when they gave me your contact and told me that you should contact Enzo. And it happened that I've been following you for like the last 1 year. You've been on my radar.
Okay.
Yeah. So my programs are practical and what we call activity based. So we make sure that we don't tell people why they should do it. We just show them why they should go about and do it. So we look at how we can change the behavior of the employees.
What is the problem? You can even see it yourself. You don't feel comfortable, isn't it? What is the problem? No, it's not the seating. You are not prepared how you're going to sell, isn't it? You don't have the details of the program, isn't it? Explain the program in details. The details makes everything, isn't it? I don't want to go through the sales process of asking questions, okay, because we have 2 hours. Today, I just want to address the problem on how we speak and we share who we are, isn't it? That first 15, 20 seconds, that's what I want to do. Because we cannot teach the process of sales, okay, in 2 hours. Now, when you are telling me what you do for other people, okay, what do you have to communicate? What is your first objective? No, tell them. To do what?
So the first thing is to show you that we have experience, we've done it before, and the second thing is to show you why your company needs our service.
Okay, the first thing that you need to show me is that you understand who I am. First of all, you cannot help me if you don't understand me, isn't it? Can you go to a woman and say, can I marry you? And the woman says, who are you? Isn't it? Okay, you need to know who she is first before you say that, first of all. So, we start with me, okay? So you make me understand that I'm important to you, that you understand me, and that also you understand my kind of clients, because you might understand me, but you don't understand my clients, therefore you don't understand my business, isn't it? Okay. The second thing that you have to prove is what?
So that once we understand you.
And you did it very well, because you said you are in the 100. You know why I'm saying very well? Because he sells better than this, but this is, since hundreds of people are looking at you, okay, of course you feel that you are nervous, okay. So that is a given, okay. That makes you a man of courage, at least, okay. So those mistakes are accepted to a certain extent. But the problem is that when you start describing your product, you make a mistake. What is the mistake that you make? You tell me that your product is practical, that you transform people, what else? Huh? Are these facts or opinions? These are opinions because you cannot prove them to me. Are we together on this? Every time you speak, if you cannot prove with a story what you are telling, you are just wasting my time. Now, let's do it again. From the beginning. Go on.
Yes, Angelo, my name is Deus. Thank you for having me at your office.
Be real.
Okay.
Talk to me, yes, that. Okay. Now, this is much better, but this is not much better for me. Why? Why this is not much better for me? It's not because of them. In sales, you have to avoid frontal positions because they create conflict. Okay? The police interrogates you like this, isn't it? This is an interrogation. This is not a sales interview, isn't it? You have... Okay, first of all, I don't know what is your private space, the distance of your private space. If you were born in a village, okay, you will find that your private space is bigger. That's why people shake hands like this, because they want to keep you at a distance. Okay? So what it means is that they grew up in an environment where there was lots of space, and when you try to invade their space, they don't like it very much. So I don't know what kind of person you are. So I have to be conservative with the way I use your private space, because you might not like it. Okay? And many of the people you serve, many of the successful entrepreneurs come from the very bottom. So you have to assume that he has a very extended private space. Are we together on this? So, if I'm here, you still feel safe. Okay? The moment I come closer, I start invading your space, isn't it? Are we together on this? Now, you're not comfortable if you're like this. That's okay, come. Go on. So, you are there. Yes? And?
Yes, Enzo, this is Lewis from Ireland, East Africa. Thank you for having me in your office. The reason I'm here today is because first of all, I just wanted to congratulate you for making to the top 100 mid-sized company category. And the reason I'm here is because I've seen that your company is growing, and I know with the growth on the company, there's a need for staff to learn and develop, and for you also to retain your employees. So maybe before I talk more about what we do, I'd like to get to know, understand your key areas, or what are your plans for the future for your employees.
Now, this is what you learn on the sales manual, isn't it? That you ask this question, isn't it? Now, this is what truly happens right now in East Africa. This is how they would answer you. We are selling IT products to small and big companies. How can I help you? He will not open up with you. Why will not open up with you? Because you're strangers. He doesn't even know if you are a spy for the competition, isn't it? Am I talking nonsense, or am I talking to entrepreneurs here? Will he open up like this? He will not, isn't it? When I go to Mr. Cannibal in Taylor, I say, Mr. Cannibal, how's the business? Well, listen. Will he give you like a discussion of 20 minutes on how the business is performing? He will give you the bank account details, isn't it? The kind of questions that you ask have to assume that we have a relationship. You, to me, are a stranger. Are we together on this? You cannot ask me specific questions about my business, assuming that I'm going to answer, because I'm not. Also, there is something else. Then we will talk about this later, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. There is a problem. He's making one small mistake. Okay, he has done many good things. Let me highlight what I can see that you can do, okay? He's trying to look professional. Have you noticed that? What is the problem with trying to look too professional? That you lose your real self. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He makes an effort to become like the professional, and therefore it doesn't look real. Listen to this. In sales, the moment you don't look real, you lose your power. Are we together on this? The moment you start talking like, my name is Enzo, and I'm here to serve you, and I know that you are one of the 100 companies. Okay, who talks like this? No one, isn't it? But the problem is that We talk like that only when we sell, but we don't talk like that to our brothers and sisters and mothers, isn't it? This is why the best salespeople, even in your company, are real people. Have you noticed that? They have a way to handle clients in a real way. They don't pretend to be someone else. And since there are so many fake people around, when someone real comes into your life, it's refreshing, isn't it? Okay, nice talk. So, your name is Azaura. Azaura. Okay, what do you say, Azaura? Books. Oh, fantastic. Okay. So you sell books to maybe headmaster, to all people. Yeah, but usually let's say I'm like a school headmaster. Do you sell to them?
It's a retail.
To retail?
Yeah.
What is the biggest client you sell to?
Actually, to the organization.
Which ones?
To the schools.
To the schools. So who am I now here? I'm the headmaster.
Yeah, you're the one.
Okay, go on.
But I'm selling the motivational books.
The motivational?
Yeah,
Okay, go
motivational
on.
books. Hello, Ms. Desmond.
Hello.
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I use English as well. So my name is Kazaura.
Okay, use it.
Okay. Ninaitwa Kazaura.
Yes.
Na nina project inaitwa Soma Vitabu Afrika. Soma Vitabu Afrika ni project ambayo nimeanzisha miaka miwili iliyopita baada ya kuona kwamba Waafrika wengi hawana tabia ya kusoma vitabu, hasa ya personal development. Sasa kuna kitabu kimoja kinaitwa How to Win Friends and Influence People. Hiki kitabu baba yangu alinishauri wakati niko
Okay, you started well. Now it's becoming a monologue. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He started very well. What was the problem? As he was basically selling, he said to himself, I'm doing pretty well, isn't it? And in the process, he became arrogant. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
sorry.
I want you to understand this. Watch your pride. That is what kills you. It's always the same. That enemy, the pride. Go on, do it again.
So naitwa Kazaura.
And you're touching my desk. Go on.
Okay, naitwa Kazaura. Natokea Soma
You
Vitabu.
can use your hand. You can use your hand.
So afraid so that there's a mistake. Okay, naitwa Kazaura na natokea Soma Vitabu Afrika. Soma Vitabu Afrika ni project ambayo imeanzishwa kwa ajili ya kuwasaidia wanafunzi hasa wa sekondari katika kujenga tabia kupenda kujisomea vitabu.
That's it. Every 10 seconds I have to say something, otherwise it becomes a monologue. You see what I'm saying? Go on. Do it all over again and stop after 15 seconds.
Okay. So naitwa Kazaura.
Yes.
Natokea Soma Vitabu Afrika. Soma Vitabu Afrika ni program ambayo imeanzishwa kwa ajili ya kuwasaidia wanafunzi kujenga tabia ya kupenda kusoma.
Okay, but you're starting with yourself, isn't it? What did we say? You have to start by telling me that you know me, that you researched me, that you know about me. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Go on. Start all over again.
Naitwa Kazaura, natokea Soma Vitabu Afrika. Na nimependa kutembelea shule yako siku ya leo kwa sababu nimeona ni kati ya shule ambazo ziko top 10 hapa Dar es Salaam na zinafanya vizuri. Kwa hiyo ningetamani kuweza kuwajengea wanafunzi wako tabia kupenda kuendelea kusoma vitabu ili waweze kuendelea na ule ufaulu. Kwa hiyo sisi kama Soma Vitabu tuna kitabu kimoja kinaitwa Think Big. Think Big ni kitabu ambacho kimewasaidia wanafunzi wengi.
Okay, no problem. It's not bad. What do you think? Would you buy from this man? The truth, would you buy from this man? You would buy. Why? Why would you buy from this man who is selling books, but you would not buy from the transformational guy? Huh? Because he's real, isn't it? Is that correct? This guy is more real. Let me give you an example, okay? Stay there. Let's say you are John, or John is the headmaster of the school, isn't it? And you meet John, okay, you say, good morning, John. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you are welcome.
So I shake hands. When he gives me the hand, I don't invade his space by shaking hands, because some people don't want to shake your hands. This is my personal opinion. You wait for the most powerful person to give you a hand, to give you his hand, and then you can shake hands, isn't it? So you can say, John, my cousin comes to your school, Mary, and she told me that you have been the headmaster for the last 11 years.
Really?
And she told me the story how you created this school. Do you see what I'm trying to say? How you created this school where you used to be in Eden Road, and then you moved here 4 years ago because my wife also knows your school very well.
That's fantastic.
It's different, isn't it? Now, I want you to understand this. The way you see sales on YouTube is not the way we sell in Dar es Salaam, isn't it? The way you see sales in a bookstore is not the way we sell in Africa, whether you like it or not, because we are more relationship-oriented people, okay? The moment we try to become too formal, we lose the other person. This headmaster has probably built that school and he owns that school, isn't it? So the only way for me to communicate with that person is to relate to that person emotionally, to the sacrifices of a lifetime. The reason why I struggle to sell books to you is because I don't know what it takes to build a company. And therefore, I don't even know how to relate to your pain. If I knew what it takes to be a headmaster of a school, because I built my own company, I would know what kind of things to tell you to engage you. Do you see what I'm trying to say? But if life has not coached me on what needs to be done to create a company, how can I engage a businessman? I don't know what matters to him. That's why multinational companies very often employ people who are extremely educated to serve Mama Mboka, Mama Nisi. But the person who studied abroad does not know how to serve Mama Nisi because he doesn't know how to relate to her problems. Are we together on this? So the most powerful asset you have is your experience. If I know what sacrifices you went through in the last 10 years, I'm able with a story or with a statement to engage with you almost instantly, isn't it? And you feel it. Okay, so sit here. Now sell the book again. So let's say you have engaged me. Go on. Tell me a story to engage me. Invent it. Okay? And then, as I get excited, you speak to me about the book. Okay? You speak to me about the book. Go on.
Thank you. Kazaura from Soma Vitabu Africa. Yeah. Nina wadogo zangu wawili ambao wamepita katika shule hii na sasa hivi wako chuo kikuu, na waliniambia kwamba wakati wao shuleni kuna mwalimu ambaye kulikuwa na vitabu ambavyo mlikuwa mnawapa kwa ajili ya kujifunza kusoma. So waliponiambia hiyo story, baada ya kuuliza na mnawezaje kufaulu kwa shule nyingine asifaulu, wakasema ni kwa sababu Headmaster Ezron alikuwa anatumkariji kusoma vitabu. Akasema that's good, na ni kulipia a good idea. Then nikafikiri kwa sababu mimi nadili na vitabu hasa motivation books. Unajua tunapenda kusoma hivi classes knowledge, we want to expand our knowledge.
Okay.
So nikaona ni vyema sana kama ningeweza kufanya kazi na wewe, nikakuletea baadhi ya vitabu ambavyo nafikiri vitawasaidia watoto wako hasa kupenda kusoma. Sababu tunacho kitabu kinaitwa Think and Grow Rich, tunacho Think Big cha Ben Carson, najua umeshakisoma, lakini kuna kitabu kingine ambacho wanafunzi wengi wanakuwa na fear ya kuweza kujenga relationship na watu
You see, I tell you, he's doing well, but the problem is that he's looking at you. Have you noticed that? I'm telling you, the problem is this. I'm telling you, my friends. The problem with this profession is always the same. If you are trying to become special, you will always come across as fake. You see what I'm trying to say? You are not here to show them how good you are. You are here to learn. Are we together on this? So, as you are looking at me, why do you look at them? Why do you look away? Okay, we talk later. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, go on. Who wants to come? So let me summarize what we've just said. Have a seat. The first 5 seconds of the interview, you have to make me feel special, isn't it? You have to tell me something about me that I know took time for you to find out. You cannot just tell me my name. You have to tell me my name, and then you have to also tell me something that you can only find out if you've done your homework. First point. Second point, you have to engage me very quickly with the story. Because if you start telling me your opinions, you lose me very quickly. Okay? And then you need to create value almost instantly. Either you share vital information with me, or you share stories of what you've done for other people to prove to me that you can actually add value in my life. Are we together on this? If you're not able to structure those 20 seconds this way, the conversation is over. Okay? So you have 20 seconds to create rapport, to be emotionally engaging. After those 20 seconds, I can make a decision if I want to have a conversation with you or not. Those 20 seconds are the sale before the sale, and it's the most important sale you will ever make in your life. If you don't make that sale first, you will not be able to sell anything else. So what do you sell? You are from Precision Air. Whoa, you know that I flew with you because you sponsored me. You know. So you are a saleswoman of Precision Air. Okay. Now, you are the saleswoman of Precision Air. You sell to corporate clients, isn't it? So, what kind of corporate client am I? Yes. Okay. So you also sell to these people, isn't it? Fantastic. Tell me. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Mike, please.
Mike.
Gone.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Yes.
Hello,
So,
Mr. Ron. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Do you remember me?
No, I don't remember you. Tell me my name.
Okay, my name is Patia. I'm coming from Precision Air at the airport. I have seen you several times in your life. And last week I saw your wife and we have a little chat. She was going to Entebbe to visit your daughter
Yes.
at school. And while we were chatting, she told me that you're a chairperson of the parents' body.
Yes, it's true.
Yes, so...
Where did you meet my wife? At the airport.
Yes.
So she shared my contact details with you?
Yes.
But she didn't tell me that. But it's okay, don't worry, tell me.
To give you a good news that we started a new route from that to Entebbe.
Yes.
And by the way, if you are the board member, you can assist us on taking your children's, because you're the board member of the parents' body. So we can be able to take your students from that to Entebbe.
Now, what do you like the way she said it?
Yes.
Now you're saying yes very loudly. Why do you like the way this woman is selling it? Because she is calm, she's collected, she's trying to engage me, she's personal, she's trying to add value, isn't it?
Yes.
And she's not trying to be special. She's trying to make me feel special, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, but she made a small mistake at the very end. She asked for the sale without sharing the story. She could have said, this year we are serving many parents who have their children studying abroad, like in many universities like in Entebbe, or they are studying in Makerere University, and they are moving to us because they can save 30-35% on the cost of the flight, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And I wanted to ask you what kind of airlines your children use, okay, for this kind of service, isn't it? Does it make any sense here? It's possible. Now, you will find that many smart people will tell you that that is not the right way of selling, because I have to ask engaging questions, open-ended questions, provocative questions. But the truth is this: I have cold 3 regions in Africa. I can tell you this, physically, if I don't get right the first 30 seconds like that, if I don't add value and offer a ghost of a proposition, okay, or what could be the relationship between you and me, you drop me instantly. because people have become extremely impatient. What you must understand is this: social media not only has made you chronically shy, has also made us, all of us, chronically impatient. What does it mean? It means that digital technology forces us to communicate in a way that is way too fast, okay? And somehow forces us to formulate desires and satisfy them as we actually utilize technology. So if I want something and I want to buy online, all I need to do is to just click with my fingers, okay? So we are now the generation that is growing extremely impatient. A conversation of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes is extremely boring, even if you are selling a very expensive service. So you have to break it down in micro conversations, which are headlines based. Otherwise, people will drop you, like you're dropping me now after the second minute. Isn't it? So, you're done well. You're fantastic. Tell me something, my dear. You must be one of the best salespeople they have, isn't it?
I think so.
You think so? Okay. Someone has just watched you. So who wants to come? Yourself. Come. What do you sell?
Travel packages.
Travel packages.
Yeah.
So you have a travel agency.
Actually, I work for a network marketing company.
For a network marketing company, and you sell travel packages.
Okay, I'd like to focus on that for this particular scenario.
No. Okay. What do you argue? But that is what you would like to sell.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, go on. So this is the company that you want in your mind to create one day. Now tell me, what is your dream? What would you like to do one day? The truth.
The truth. I'd like to own a studio.
What kind of studio?
Basically dealing with music production, ads airing.
Okay, to whom would you sell your music?
Actually, I'd like to target like local artists, but then on a broader scale, I can also
Okay,
get
tell me,
a
what is your business about? What do you do? You produce music with local artists.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what do you do with this music?
I actually help them to build a foundation so that they can reach the global market one day.
One day.
Yeah.
So you want to sell it to producers, to broadcasters, to who?
Everyone.
Oh, okay, you have to be clear, more specific than everyone. Who am I now?
Okay, I wasn't actually prepared for this today.
No, I want you to fight for your dream.
Okay. Okay, so. Okay, let's say you also. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this.
Okay. You know, you were prepared all your life because you had the courage to come on stage. Now you have all the time. You know why? Because they can wait even after an hour. Or they can leave. We don't care anyway. I'm here for you, not for them. I'm here for the people like you who sits here. You know, I'm not here for the people who stay there. Those people are there. I told you, they're extras.
Okay, so let's say you're a headmaster of a school.
Yes.
And your school offers musical classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I basically want to help you develop the talent of your students.
Yes.
Into making them actually reputable artists in the country.
So you can train people on how to sing.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Are you a singer?
Yes, I do sing.
Really?
Yes.
My goodness. Okay. So I'm the headmaster. Remember, you have 5 seconds, 5, 6, 7 seconds to engage me, to make me feel special, to know that you know me, and you know my school. Okay. Then you want to share a story on how you have helped kids like mine. Okay. On how to sing, okay, and how this singing has impacted their life, and how it can impact also my business. And so you have 15, 17 seconds really to introduce yourself. Let's say 20 seconds. Go on.
Morning, Enzo.
Morning.
Yes, I'm Marcus.
I like that. Well, hi, Marcus.
Yeah, I actually attended one of your events at your school.
Really? Which one?
It was a charity.
Okay, stop cleansing. Okay? It's placement activity, okay? When we basically are cleansing our legs, it's a sign of stress. Okay? Use your hand as a pointer for the story and try, don't be nervous. There is no reason for you to be nervous. Go on. You have a nice smile, you're a strong man.
Okay. Yeah, I attended a charity event at your school, and I couldn't help but notice the talent of your students they had there. Actually, if I remember correctly, Rebecca, she sang a wonderful song, yes.
Yes, it's beautiful. The parents were so happy. She has been with us for the last 3 years, but she's leaving us this year.
Okay. Well, I actually want to help you and other students that are actually at your school develop their musical career, because with what you could do on stage, I could help her reach the global market. I mean, I've been working with
And the story, remember, don't move away from it. Now you're giving me opinions. Go directly to the story, quickly.
Okay.
Like maybe you have done it for other children. Okay, go on.
I've been working with other children from different other schools, actually others who have been in music school.
Yes. Can you give me the are you allowed to give the references?
References? Yes, exactly.
Yes, go on.
I've worked with Anne. She's from the North School upstate, and right now she's actually under my music record label, and she's been able to have multiple shows over the globe. I mean,
let's be real. She has been having multiple shows on a local TV station. Which one?
Okay, last time she was working with East Africa Television.
Fantastic, isn't it? It's working, isn't it? Can you feel that it's flowing? Okay, it's flowing because this man is real. Okay, he started in a way that is real. He engages me in a way that is real, and he shares a story that is real, and he tries to add value very quickly, isn't it? So it's possible, my friend. Now, what do you think as an entrepreneur for your dream will be the first challenge when you sell to the first kids? You see, Dr. Mutalema, okay, we started with 60 people, isn't it? Now we have hundreds, okay? In 10 years from now, everybody will want to organize a bootcamp. What is the difficult part of starting? What is the difficult part of starting?
I think you have to ensure that quality in what you do.
No, that is not the difficult part. For you.
For me.
Yes. Huh? What? Sorry? You see, the first time you never truly have a story, do you? So you have to do it for free. Isn't it? The first time this man has to help children, he has to do it for free. And he will have to do it for long enough, okay, until he becomes a brand. It's not fake it till you make it. It's make it for free till you make it. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So the problem is that you will have to serve many people for free before you can stand here and tell me, as an entrepreneur, let me help you. And when you do that, you do it for so little that I will not be able to tell you no. And then you'll move on and move on and move on. And after 15 years, you will have a company that can help you pay your bills, send your kids to school, and you will be a free man. Isn't it? But the first time you have to do it for free. The reason why many entrepreneurs will never become entrepreneurs is because they are not willing to work for free the first 2 or 3 years. And in many cases you have to work for free. That's why you keep your job and work for free. Keep your job and work for free. Until what you're doing is no longer free, and you can leave your job and become an entrepreneur. Isn't it?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, you've been fantastic. Thank you so much. So, we don't have much time because my goodness, it's already 12 o'clock. 12:48, isn't it? So, let me summarize what we discussed, isn't it? We try to be real all the time, isn't it? Stop trying to be professional and intelligent and special and be yourself. Because when you are yourself, people will appreciate you much faster. Because we are not scared of bad people or good people. We are scared of fake people. Because we don't know how to handle them. We are not even scared of bad people, are we? Because if you tell me you are bad, I can handle you. If you tell me you're good, I can handle you. But I cannot handle you if you're fake. So you have to make an effort in this society to try to be real. First of all, engage me with my name by making sure that you know that I know that you are spending time to get to know who I am, isn't it? And by doing so, you will make me feel special. Then you share a story that engages me and delivers value almost instantly before the discussion starts. That is the sale before the sale. When you make that sale, the conversation takes another place, okay? The conversation goes to another level of significance. We start becoming more than just strangers. And now you can actually start the sales process. Now, I want to look at body language for a second. Who wants to come here? Anyone? Come. I need 4 people. You see, my friend, when you understand that shame is your target, you start running. Isn't it? You see how they are running? You know why they are running? It's because they have understood one thing. What do you think they have understood? My friend, if you understand this, sales becomes very easy. What do you think they have understood?
Right.
Huh? They have understood that nothing happens there. Do you see what I'm trying to say? They have understood that the magic of life happens here. If they want to go anywhere in life, they're going to be here. Do you know, we do this experiment with Dr. Mutalepa. All the people who come on stage, they all find a job, or create a job almost instantly. Remember? It's almost impossible for someone who has the courage to come here to be jobless for longer than 3 months from this moment. Do you know why? Because your courage and your willingness to feel shame and to feel mocked by society is much stronger and much more powerful than what you know is right or wrong. Some of the best salespeople that I've coached in my life have barely read any sales book. But what they do every morning, they go out there and they meet 3-4 strangers every day. They might not know the techniques of sales or the strategies of sales. But what they do, every time they feel shame, they chase it. Isn't it? So, I want you to take those chairs. Can you take those chairs? One each one of you. You know, I had them prepared for you. So let's say, put two here. Okay. I want to use this So you are there. No, in fact, give me the chair here. Okay, you are here. Put another chair here. Like this. Okay. Put another chair here. So, for what are we interviewing this lady? Give me that chair. You take the big one. The black one. So let's say we have a panel interview. I want you to start looking at the way people move their body. Start from the feet and go all the way to the hands and face. Okay? The expression, the way they move their lips, the way they move their hands. Have a seat with you. In fact, we are. So who wants to play the part of the bad guy? I need someone else. Go on. Once you understand that shame is the compass of success, you start running. Isn't it? I want you to chase shame for the rest of your life. By the way, what does it mean to work smart? Many people say work smart, isn't it? What does it mean to work smart? When do you know that you're working smart? When do you know that you're working smart? Since you don't have the courage to speak, okay, when give the microphone to your colleagues. When do you think you're working smart?
The moment of, let's see, changing life of other people.
No, because sometimes you can work very smart and people will mock you for 10 years, isn't it? When I was taking my bus across Africa because I did not have money, was I smart or stupid? I was smart, isn't it? But people mocked me. Sometimes working smart comes without performance for a while before the performance shows up, isn't it? So it cannot be performance. What is it? How do you feel when you work smart? No, yes, not how do you feel, not what happens. When you work smart, how do you feel inside? What kind of emotion do you feel? No, that is at the end of working smart. As you are starting working smart and work smart, how do you feel?
Well, I think,
let's say you become an entrepreneur, isn't it? And you start knocking on doors. Do you want to become a businessman? One day, what do you want to sell?
I want to sell my
life coaching. What do you think is going to work? Working smart is actually you have to do the kind of things that people don't want to do. The kind of thing that makes people feel ashamed. Right now, who are the smartest graduates in this room? The smartest graduates in this room is you. You don't have to be geniuses. You just have to follow your shame. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's shameful for you to be here, therefore you're working smart. Are we together on this? Every time you don't want to meet a client, every time you fear a rejection, every time you don't know if your company is going to work, every time you feel that if you open your company, your kids cannot go to school, every time you feel that shame in your head, you are coming closer to working smart. These are the kind of risks normal people don't want to take. Isn't it? Now, what kind of job are we interviewing this woman for? What kind of job? Come on, you tell me. It's a panel, what kind of job are we interviewing her for? Huh? For sales. Let's say for a big bank. Okay. NMB Bank. Let's say that she's been employed by the largest commercial bank of Tanzania, the biggest bank. I have to say that because they're my client, they're the best anyway. So, okay. So tell me this. So, this bank has been around for decades. It's the largest commercial bank. We are the leaders in Tanzania, and we only employ the best. Why do we have to employ you for this job? Who wants to play the part of the bad guy? Are you feeling ashamed? Are you feeling ashamed? No. Yes, you are. Then you say my friend. You see what I'm trying to say? As soon as you feel shame, raise your finger. Shame becomes your life compass. You understand how it works? Every time I ask you a question, if you feel ashamed to do it, do it. That's where the smart working is. So who wants to be the bad guy? Him, okay? He's faster, you know. Who wants to be the nice one? Okay. And you two, what do you do? What part do you want to play? You can be a bad guy in yourself. Between the bad and the good. Okay. But don't be too bad too good, huh? Otherwise you get. Tell me. We are looking for women, for a woman of integrity, and a woman who works very hard.
I think offering me this job will add more value to your company. Because the history that I have, I've been employed as a senior sales manager who have been working with a new bank and has been trying to capture the market in Tanzania as well.
Freeze, okay, flight, fight. So every time people are scared and terrified, they freeze with their body. Have you noticed the people over here, okay, they are freezing, and the people over there are eating popcorn? Have you noticed that? Because this is a cinema, isn't it? So you are not in the risk zone, therefore you can basically distend your feet, you can touch your face, but here we cannot do that because we feel observed, isn't it? Every time someone is terrified by you, you see that the body movements of that person start going very slow. Okay? And all of you are very slow right now, isn't it? Now, sometimes you freeze by actually locking your body around your chair. So you can lock your ankles, you can lock your arms. Okay, you can do something like this. Let me show you. Locking position. Let me show you. This is a locking position again. Okay, locking position. Some people do that, isn't it? Sometimes this can be a locking position. Children do that, isn't it? You are locking your body because inside your head you are going crazy. And so to keep control of what you are thinking, you lock your entire body. Or you just freeze, isn't it? Or what you can do, you fly, you run away from the sea. How do you run away from the sea? Is by running away mentally. What does it mean? You either don't want to see, you don't want to speak, or you don't want to hear, you don't want to speak, or you don't want to listen, isn't it? So you look down, you look away, you block your eyes, you rub your eyes, and you touch your ears. Because when we were children, we used to do this, blah, 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 blah. We cannot do it anymore, isn't it? So we basically touch this side of our face, okay, of our head. Because we kind of like want to put our fingers inside, so we want to stop hearing. You see this? It's protecting itself. The moment you feel a sense of discomfort, okay, you try to close your body. How do you close your body? It's like basically protecting your torso, okay? By basically crossing your legs. So any position that makes you shrink and makes you close your body or protect your body is a position of discomfort. When you see that the other person is no longer visible, okay? He's no longer fluid with the movement. You know that the other person is actually in a position of fear, okay? So I want you to watch for this. For freezing position, so not moving. That's why the more you move your hand, the more you feel and less scared, the more connected to the rest of us. Okay? The more you kind of like become fluid in the way you tell the story to your body. I don't want you to become Italian. I don't want you to become Italian, but I want you to understand that you have to be fluid with your body. Okay? Show me how you do it. Come on.
I think you need to give me this job because of the background I've been having in sales and marketing. I've been employed as
Don't lock you. Yes. Yes, don't.
Yeah, I've been employed as a senior sales manager with a new bank in the country. And we had to struggle a lot because there are so many banks. And up to now, we have done a great job, and this bank has become one of the best banks. We have 1,500.
No. What about your branch? Your branch. Speak about your case. Not the bank. About your job. What you've done.
So we managed to have new customers where we managed to have like 1,500 that through the work that I've been doing with my team, we managed to recruit new accounts. But myself, I managed also to win big contracts, and we managed to have big customers in the country, in our bank. So if you give me this job, I'll be also able.
Okay, you're the bad one. What do you say? No, you speak the
considering your performance in the company that you have been working for, why do you want to join us? Well, you have been doing good at your company. Why else?
I want to join your bank because I want to meet tough challenges since you guys are a bigger bank in the world. And I really believe once I come and work with you and based on my experience, I'll be able to gain more knowledge, more skills, but I will be aware of how to solve bigger problems, bigger challenges since you guys interact with difficult customers, but even easy customers. So,
What do you do?
I own Glory Nighter Fund and we also do consultation.
Considering your experience in your best as well, your best impress of work, what made you to, you have said a lot about that you want to get new challenges and you want to look for more opportunities. Why do you think that our company is the best for this?
Yeah, as I've said before, you guys you big company and you guys you are with tough customers, easy customers. So to me, I think it will be a good platform to grow myself, to network, but also to know how to deal with tough challenges, because I'll be able to keep on growing my career.
How can we translate?
Are you done? Okay, ask a tough question. From the explanation you have given us in relation to our company and the position you are applying for, what have you evaluated or have you analyzed from our company which you think your presence it will bring massive change in our company and make our company to be of a great competitiveness compared to other banks you have worked before?
For the past 2 years, I've been admiring you guys and I've been your customers. But one thing that I've been noticing, leadership is missing in some of the branches of your bank.
How do you think the interview is going? Is it going okay? Would you employ this woman? I wouldn't. Why would you not employ this woman? And I speak to managers now. She comes as too aggressive. She's coming to us to teach us what to do. Do you see what I'm trying to say? And that doesn't work. Because a company with strong values has to teach you first before you teach us anything, isn't it? And you are 16 and you want to teach me about leadership. I don't even know if you are able to live your own life. You see what is the problem? The problem with this young generation is this. Because you think you have a company, you think you are leaders. You understand what I'm trying to say? You associate leadership with money. Yes, let me give you an example, okay? Dr. Mutarema is a lecturer, she's a leader, yet she's not an entrepreneur. I know many entrepreneurs who are wealthy people, okay? Very wealthy people, they're not leaders. Are we together on this? Leadership is about how you create other leaders. What leaders have you created at your age? For you to know that you've created other leaders, you need to see transformation in people's lives. You've not lived long enough to speak about leadership. Do you see what I'm trying to say? A grandparent can speak about leadership, isn't it? I can teach you about sales coaching, leadership in sales. But even leadership as a topic is very tough at your age because you have not lived long enough to see the results of your teaching. Are we together on this? You cannot say, I have created other leaders. Are we together on this? So where is your hand moving? I don't see. Where is your hand? Be more fluid as you tell your story. Now, you become the tough interviewer. Let him come here. Come. In the same job, how do you answer? Give him the microphone. Can you see the way you're holding your hands? Okay? It's a sign of lack of confidence. It's okay because you are in front of people. But now you're open. Okay? You have the microphone. So why should we choose you?
using it with CRP.
Okay. Okay.
CRP, very promising customer yes, you can be doing very, very well.
We can't hear you.
We cannot hear you. Go on.
So I think that is a great addition to company.
Start all over again. Why do you think we should employ you?
The reason that I think you should hire is because the company is
Yes, because
we have the experience that have been
yes. Now, he's saying that he's selling very, very well. This is basically how your job interviews take place. Do you believe him? Do you believe him? Yes or no? Do you believe him? You don't, because it's too generic. Storytelling has to be very specific. Okay, I've been with them for 27 months. I took a client base of over 15 clients, okay? And I grew it to 103. And just last week, my manager told me that I've actually been chosen for the award of the salesman of the branch. Does it make any sense? This is now a story. You have to be very specific in the way you share your story. You cannot just simply say, I was very, 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 very good. Okay? Because people will not believe you. Okay? And also, in the way you move your body, you're still freezing, my brother. You're open, but you're freezing because you're freaking out, isn't it? Now, try to move. Kitoko move. Okay? Even as you look around, you move your body, you move. Because at the moment you're doing this, look. Yes? Do you see what I'm trying to say? You are scared. Okay. Relax. Okay. Do it. Let's start all over again. Why should we employ you?
I think I'm the best fit for this company.
Don't say that. This is my choice. Tell me just the story. You see what I'm trying to say? Don't sell opinions. Go on.
I have been waiting for therapy the past 2 years. We have been growing the sales for almost 60% from when I was years with them. I think I'm a great addition to this company.
No, I'm a great addition. You cannot say that. All you can say is to share the story. Everything else, leave it to us to decide. Isn't it? Okay, go on.
So I've been here. Why you should
we look for a man of integrity. She did not reply. We look for a man of integrity. What makes you feel that you're a man of integrity? Go on. Yes, it's a good. We want a man of integrity. What makes you, can you demonstrate to us that you're a man of integrity?
I've been delivering to the company the same thing.
Integrity means that you have one word, you keep your promises. Go on.
Able to relate the sales or 70%.
No, that is performance. Integrity means that you are able to deliver on your promises, that you can keep your promises. That once you give your word, you keep it. Can you show it to me?
What was actually considered to be the program?
Yes.
That you should start.
That is proactiveness. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can say, what I can tell you is this. Every Friday evening, I create a plan for my weekly activity, okay? And I never miss a meeting of the plan that I book on Friday afternoon, on Monday and Tuesday. And I still follow through all the way till Friday when I create my new plan. Does it make any sense? You always do it with a story. If you tell me how loyal you are, you still have to share a story about loyalty. You don't tell me I'm loyal. You share me a story of loyalty, and loyalty comes out as a soul to me. Are we together on this? Okay, fantastic. So, 10 seconds, describe yourself to the recruiters. Why should they employ you?
First of all, I'm John, and I'm a new and fresh graduate. And my concern from the position which you offer, and I believe I can well work with you, is due to the potentials I have on my performance I did with the previous company, since we changed the system which we had from being an analog system to a digital system on sending the people that particular society. So we changed the system and we make impact to people by what we did in the technology arena.
Which company was that?
I was working with the Rockstar company.
Okay, now?
I was working with the Rockstar company, and even now I'm working with them, but I'm willingly to come and work with you. That's the way I work with the Rockstar people.
You can't say that, but it's okay, don't worry. You know why? It's like being with a wife and say, I'm married, but if anybody wants me, I'm open to divorce. But I'm very loyal. It doesn't work like that. Go on. Yes. Well, you are selling yourself. I'll give you 15 seconds. No, here, to these people.
My name is Winston T. Saka. I'm a graduate of civil engineering from St. Joseph College in Tanzania. I think I should be given the opportunity to work in a company because I'm ready to deliver to the company.
Tell me your story in 20 seconds about your life. How did you grow up? Tell me about you.
Okay. I can say I'm a
stand up. Yes.
I'm a young household and persistent. I never give up. And yes, about my story, I was born in Arusha. I grew up in Shinyanga. I studied in different regions, and up to now, I've just graduated my first degree. Yes, the journey was not easy. It was difficult, and throughout, I tried my level best to perform to the fullest of my potentials. The studies. To be honest, nothing was too much tough for me. It was I'm a person of middle family income, so nothing was too tough, to be honest.
Do you like this answer? Do you like this answer? I like it very much. Do you like it? No. Because he's honest with you. He doesn't pretend to be coming from self-made man, isn't it? He's real to you. He say to you, I had a life, but it was not that tough. But my studies were tough, isn't it? Now this is a man who is sincere, isn't it? Go on.
Yes. So the toughest thing about the studies is that although they were tough, I tried hard to deliver to my potentials, to my abilities. And I thank God I've graduated and I've been chosen among few graduates to wear this special outfit. It's because of the specialty that I have. Thank you.
This guy, just look at this guy. What do you think, huh? If I had a company here, oh my goodness. So who wants to? Do you want to try to sell yourself? Come. Tell us your story.
Okay, well, my name is Joseph Oma. I was born in Shinyanga too. And surprisingly, it's my schoolmate in private school. So my story was raised in a middle-class family. And quickly, I was much obsessed with the life that we live with my family. Ever
was young. So sometimes when I went to school, in primary school, with no good uniforms, I felt very bad, and I would ask my parents, like, why are we living such kind of life? But my dad and my mom always told me that this is the kind of life that we are, but you have to push harder. And what you need is to never give up. And from that, learning from my parents, especially from my dad, he always trying to give us a good life, regardless of the situation that was around us. And I almost feel like I'm like other kids who have a good life. So with that passion, I can say like one day I will pay back to my family, especially to my dad, who was bringing us a good picture to our family while we had a very hard time in our life. So after I joined up my secondary school, sometimes I missed out some school fee, but imagine it was in these local schools, 20,000 was very tough. So on the course I was growing up, I grew up with a dream of helping out the other families who are the same situation like me. So with that, I grew the passion of doing charity activities. With that, I grew the sense of me to have a spirit of volunteership. So when I get up my university life is where I started to work on my passion. And I generated the passion of working in international relations based to know actually, to have an opportunity to learn from different societies how tough people live in their lives. So from that, I started to volunteer in different countries by doing a fundraising, passing through different offices, asking for money for volunteering. And
what do you do now?
What I'm doing now, I'm a postgraduate student at Missouri University, pursuing my master's in public administration. At the same time, I'm working with my colleagues in our startup based on alternative capacity building and life coaching programs.
Okay.
Yes.
So, can you see how when somebody starts telling you about their story, they become powerful? Have you noticed that? Nobody truly cares about your performance. Have you noticed how this man lost power as he was actually speaking about how good he was? But he was very powerful when he told you the story about his father. Have you noticed that? I want you to understand this. Every time you humble yourself, people will exalt you. And every time you exalt yourself, people will humble you. Because what people want in this life is for you to share their pain. Once they understand that, they give you power. The moment you put yourself above them, you lose your power. Because your power is capacity to relate to how they feel. Are we together? Remember only this. Humility is the soul of success. Let me invite our speaker. I think he has been with us. He has also given us his services free of charge. Every person you see here has not been paid. Okay? We are not, but I can tell you this. The person who has not been paid the most for what she's done is Dr. Mutalema. Dr. Mutalema is my hero. This woman has done amazing stuff for the graduates. Every time I chat with her, every time I chat with her on WhatsApp, what she says to me is that we have to make an impact in our society. We have to help our kids. We have to help our graduates. Who speaks like that? Tell me, who speaks like that? Maybe other people from Musume, they can be here, but have they really worked? She has worked. Who speaks like that? That is leadership. Who speaks like that, isn't it? You see, I cannot take credit for what is happening here because I'm here for 3 hours, isn't it? I'm a nobody. The people have truly sweated at Dr. Mutalema for 6 months to make all this together. And imagine for someone who has a PhD to come and knock on the doors of these entrepreneurs to tell me, can you give me the furniture, can you give me this, can you give me that? Imagine the level of humiliation she went through. And often she told me that people did not treat her with respect. But this did not stop Dr. Mutalema from organizing this, isn't it? Now, I want you to understand this. This is leadership. I am a nobody. I'm here for 3 hours. It's very easy for me to be here. it's very easy for the recruiters or for everyone else to speak here for 3 hours. That is not sacrifice. We are only promoting our brand. Are we together on this? You are promoting your brand. Everybody that you see here on this stage is promoting their brand. The only person who is not promoting her brand is Dr. Mutalema. So for her, you have to clap and no one else.
Now, can we all stand up, please? I think we have, actually, Enzo has deprived himself for a lot of topics that we've been going through the presentation. Now, the African way, we know, we are so generous. Let us give the mighty a round of applause to the very presentation he has given. Yeah. Thank you so much. I don't know how to say thank you in Italian. Grazie. Oh, grazie. I thought that was Spanish. Grazie. Grazie. Thank you so much. You may be seated, please. Thank you so much for all people who volunteered yourself to come in front and participate. And I believe it was worthy at How many people, by the raising of the hand, how many people have now have different perspective about selling? They've learned something new today. Wow, almost everyone. Naomba tujipigie makofi. And how many people, by the showing of the hands, they want this sales bootcamp to happen next year? Don't say all of them, say almost. Some people didn't show up their hands. Naomba tujipigie tena makofi. So, this is something to you, darling, now you have the biggest support. And I believe once we do another event like this next year, this venue will be full, because probably we can guarantee to come, and they're going to invite other people. And the hall will be full, probably you. Who knows? That's how big events start, like small things, the fire and catch up. So please be a good ambassador to yourself and to other people when we have an event like this. And then probably we can do it maybe twice a year, who knows? Without further ado, we are done, by the way, we are finished, but allow me to welcome Darling and Jumande to give a closing remarks, and after that, I think we can depart from here. Okay, everybody, Jumande and Darling Mutalema to be here on the stage. Don't begin with the very tremendous people doing such a thing already. It's an amazing thing. Tunahitaji vijana kama watatu kujichanganya, tusogeze viti na eneo la tukio pawe na space hapa. Mbona sasa mkimbia? Kwa sababu unajua ningefikiria mngekimbia kabla speakers hawajafika, lakini naona thank you. Tutasikia closing remarks, baada ya hapo tutakuwa tumemaliza kabisa tukio letu. And the most important thing, this event is available on YouTube. All Experience have recorded this event live, and it's going to be there on YouTube, so make sure that you follow up. You can review, maana inawezekana wakati presentation zinaendelea hapa, message zilikuwa zinaingia, wakati mwingine ukawa unaota ndoto za mchana, wakati mwingine basi tu maisha yamekupiga kidogo, unafikiria kodi ya nyumba na nini. So but miss point here and there. So please go and revisit, listen over and over, but also share with other people. The more you share, the more they are blessed, and also you can be blessed in the process. So make sure that you do that. Hi, so Dani yuko tayari, lakini Jumanne pia yuko tayari. Jumanne ataanza, alafu Dani atamalizia.
Yes, good afternoon.
I think it was a long day. I'm not sure, but I guess we have met your expectations. As I did highlight before when I was opening as the Graduate Studies Bootcamp Ambassador, I did say that the bootcamp isn't about for the graduates, it is for all of us. As professionals, we are just coming in front here and trying to do the mistakes. The graduates can learn, you can learn, I learn too. Because learning is endless. We are, especially this is for Dr. Darlene, and this year I have been not much that supportive as I did last year, because last year I was the coordinator and you were the lead coordinator. This year you have been the lead coordinator herself, and the coordinator herself, I just joined her within the final stages, so congratulations for the wonderful job that you have done. I and Dr. Mtalemwa and Mzumbe University, I belong to Mzumbe University. I did my master's there, I was the president there, I am ambassador, I'm alumni. The acting principal, I think she's nodding her head that I did a lot that perhaps, I'm not sure, but I'm sure that I did my best. Therefore, we would like to thank you, all of our sponsors, as you continue to support the bootcamp. It isn't about Dr. Mtalema, it is about our country. Our graduates, the level of education that they have isn't yet to conquer what the market demands. We are faced with so many challenges, but let us turn those challenges into opportunities. And those who are trying to say, why shouldn't we make this program sound in Kiswahili? Let me tell you the truth. The program is a professional and entrepreneurship platform that aiming at the mentality change and transform your visualization and your vision to be broad. Our Kiswahili is sweet. I like the melody. Enzo, it is like a song. Whenever you speak Kiswahili, you smile. And that is how we are, because it's Mwakalim. We already know the Kiswahili language, but our graduates need to think and become competitive in East Africa and Africa. Everywhere that you can go and seek for a job. Not knowing English should not be an excuse for you to be interviewed. And you lose nothing when you learn English, because Kiswahili is already there. Because learning is an endless. So we will continue to make this platform. English will be the official language. Doesn't mean we don't value our Kiswahili language. As they say, it is very sweet. We feel proud speaking it, but it's not an excuse for us to learn. We every day need to learn. I should not speak a lot more, but thank you very much for your tentative listening, your support. We have not offered food, that's why we are releasing you here, so that you can go and have some time with your family. Today is Saturday, you have been waiting all over the week, but thank you a billion for joining us and making the bootcamp alive and super. Clap hands for.
You know this young man, John, here. I don't know what kind of money you have in Tanzania, but he's a great man. Last year, he worked for no money, okay? He works without money last year, and with Darlene, and they were working so hard. This bootcamp is basically the child of the bootcamp of last year and the year before. And without John's contribution, we would have not been able to organize it, isn't it? And the truth is that we consider him like our small hero to a certain extent, because he has been encouraging us with words and with actions. Even this year that he got married, you know, he's actually now at his honeymoon. You don't understand this. Basically, I was at his wedding. I had my basically my birthday. That was last Saturday. he's officially at his honeymoon. He received the visa for the wife for one morning, okay? And then he goes back to his honeymoon, okay? I want you to understand this because these are leaders now, people that might never become billionaires or entrepreneurs, you might never see on TV, but these are people who are motivated by making a difference in people's lives, that's all.
Of the 2017 Graduate Sales Bootcamp. I would like to thank you all for coming. I would also like to thank the sponsors. We will continue to make the Graduate Sales Bootcamp free. We love our graduates, we love our youth, we also love ourselves. Enzo, can you come here? I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for also transforming my life. You continue to be my favorite sales specialist, and I would like to personally congratulate you for adding another amazing year to your life. I was not able to sing happy birthday to you last week, so we're all going to sing happy birthday to Enzo. I have a cake for you, I have a cake for you, so we have to sing happy birthday, so I want to hear your amazing voices. So we're starting. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Enzo. Happy birthday to you.
You are a great country. Of all the countries of Africa, because I was born on the sea, and so I was born in Naples, which is on the seaside, and Darlene knows, I said, Darlene, I want to move to that, because every time I see the sea, I miss so much, because I need to work in Africa. Africa is my clients are here, and I feel always so welcome by the people of Tanzania. You are such nice people. I don't say this to please you, but you have a true heart for people's relationships, isn't it? You have understood that living life is more important than trying to make it big in front of other people. That's why you have this slow way of living, because you know how to enjoy life, isn't it? You are wise people, and you are good people, and I met another family here, and I thank you so much for allowing me to forward coming. I am a nobody, and I'm very honored that you allowed a nobody like myself to be with you and to serve you. I'm your servant. I'm a nobody servant, and I thank you very much for allowing me to serve you.
I think we are done. Thank you very much. I think most of you would like to see Enzo eating the cake, but I don't see the knife here. Please. We don't have the knife, so thank you very much. MC, please.
We don't have anything to add on that.